You may be wondering, who is this book for? Whether you're in a teaching program, in the midst of your first year, or well on your way to burnout, I hope you can draw inspiration from this book. I am a science teacher, so it will have a lot of information applicable to lab portions of the class that might not apply to everybody. Still, I hope it's useful to you. What is this book and what is it not? What follows will be a collection of my thoughts and reflections on the teaching profession. Some people may frown upon the lack of statistics and hard research. Over the years, I've become slightly disenchanted with the teaching fads and buzzwords. This will be a down-in-the-trenches sort of first-hand look at education in suburban America, specifically in my home state of New Jersey. A friend recently gave me a rundown on public education in England. While the specifics of the system may differ, people are still people, so the takeaway lessons should still be applicable regardless of where in the world you teach. It is not a textbook, nor is it solely a how-to manual, though I will share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years. Since it's based on my personal experiences, it doesn't address teaching in an urban or rural setting or in a boarding school. Who the heck are you, and why are you writing about teaching? I'm a writer, and I'm a teacher. After more than a decade writing and almost a decade teaching, I figured I might as well stop fighting the inevitable and just write a book about my teaching experiences. I've been meaning to write a book about teaching for a few years, but lacked the time, content, and collective drive to just sit down and do it. But I seem to be on a non-fiction kick right now. Strike while the iron's hot, and so forth. I'm interested to see where it goes because the book that would have been written a few years ago is definitely not the same one that will be formed now. And if I wait another few months or years, the story will change again. More specifically, I'm a high school chemistry teacher, but I've also done a year of biology and taught 5th grade science. I've also taught in both public and private school settings. How is this book laid out? First up, you'll hear a bit more about me so you understand where I'm coming from. Next, I'll comment on some myths and misconceptions about the teaching profession. That should be fun. Then I'll dive into the heart of what you need to survive as a teacher. That part might encompass quite a few chapters. If you really want to get to the "Save me, I'm drowning" part, go to chapter 5. Finally, I'll lay out some questions and comments to help you decide if you're all in or in over your head. Legal boringness. For legal reasons, I will only generally reference students or former colleagues. I will also change the names as necessary. This isn't about targeting anybody. It's about pointing out some of the things I've learned along my rather varied teaching career. 5 steps to mastering the first year. Step 1. Gain good perspective and define why you do what you do. Step 2. Plan at least 2 to 3 weeks ahead. Step 3. Manage your me time. Step 4. Pick your battles and press on. Step 5. Communicate with parents, students, and colleagues regularly. Bonus. Do what you love what you do.